morning. Hello, everybody. Tehessa here. If you are here, can you tell me, can you let me know if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay, if it's the streaming is doing well with no interruptions? Please let me know. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hi, Wendy. Perfect. Thank you so much for giving me that note. On your happy, aka Anne. Everything is good. Thank you so much, Anne. Hi, Godwin. So nice to see you here. Thank you for joining me live. I'm so excited. This is Allowing with Ease. This is episode number 2. Isn't this exciting that we're doing this weekly now? All right. Hi, E-Boy. Hi, Renee. Hi, Yolanda. Hello. I'm so excited to be here with you. Blessings to you too, Yolanda. All right. So today's session is going to be special. All sessions are special. But I thought about it and I was like, what am I going to do today? And I'm so excited for what we are doing here today. We're doing like quite some healing, energetic healing, of course, for the purpose of what? Us allowing more with ease in our lives, right? Hi, Eileen. How are you? Yeah. So, what I got inspired to share with you this week actually got inspired because, of course, all of us live this, all of us experience this. And I thought, hey, I think so many of us have gone through this or always still go through this. I thought it would be a very interesting thing for us to do here, right? A lot of the times, allowing, right? Like a lot of the times, even when we are taking action, when we have a goal, when we have a vision, when we have dreams, we want to create something in our lives, right? And we are doing the things that, either we are doing the things that we are supposed to be doing, we are taking action, we are putting ourselves out there, but then there's one portion that we actually don't do, which prevents us from receiving either that or because of this, because we sabotage ourselves, we don't even take action, right? And a lot of the times it's because we are not able to allow ourselves to receive, right? This is so huge, and this has been so transformative for me. And because I watch myself a lot, I can really notice quite a few nuances, right? And today, that's what I wanted to share before we do our energy healing to really release and really what all this does is that it leaves heavy energy in our heart or in our energetic system, which prevents us from fully being and fully being present, fully being alive, right? Fully being able to allow, right? And today we're going to release some of that energy, right? So what am I talking about, right? Growing up or even in our regular daily lives, right? There are little things that we can pick up on here and there, left and right, that it's kind of gives you the signal that you're not supposed to do something, you are not allowed to do something, right? And we see this in all relationships, right? We see this in relationships with husband and wife. We see this in relationships within you and your children, or you or your parents and stuff like that, where a lot of the time sometimes we may feel like, oh my god, this person rejected me, right? And so who here can tell, I can share with me, whenever you have felt the feeling of being rejected, how does it feel? How does it feel in your heart? How does it feel in your chest, right? Usually it leaves like something happens here. Oh, I just got rejected. Oh, it leaves some heavy energy here, right? Share with me if you've experienced this, right? So what happens is that a lot of the times, for example, I'll say even in maybe spousal relationship, for example, both people may have different ways of seeing something, right? two people because two different background, even though we, like attracted each other for one reason or another, different background, we see things in like different lights all the time, right? So one person may say, this is how it should be done. I believe this is how it should be done. I know this is the right way to do this, right? And if you're like, let's say, for example, you aspire to something that the other person doesn't necessarily, is not necessarily like in alignment with, for example, or maybe is not allowing themselves yet, right? And then you get in the space where you like, oh, I'm not supposed to have that, right? This is how, and a lot of the time, like even in relationships, we try to hide things from each other. The moment we start doing that, right? It's like we are telling the universe, I don't want that, as opposed to owning that, right? Telling the universe, you know what? I don't deserve that. I'm not allowed to have that. I'm not allowed to have that, right? And like there's this sentence that I actually shared with my energy immersion circle ladies. Hello, ladies. This week, which never really resonated with me in the past. Which now, like I'm like, oh my God, yeah, this is so true. And the sentence is: your desires, your heart's desires, are your roadmap to healing. Right? There is a reason where your heart or your soul is attracted or wants something. Right? There is a reason. Why? Because when we focus on our heart's desires, or when we focus on our dreams or on our vision, when we are able to do that, what happens, right? Then a lot of the times, all of our limitations actually come up, right? Then it is our opportunity to really keep our focus and our mind on what it is that we want to create, on our vision, on our heart's desire. And in the process of materializing that, we create a ton of healing for ourselves. Yeah. Yeah. Your heart's desires are your roadmap to healing. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Anne. Yeah. So, but a lot of the times, because you have your heart's desires, and then maybe somebody else doesn't agree with them. And then, or maybe it doesn't fit into a box that maybe your family patterns have created for you. Maybe it doesn't fit into the box of maybe your country's cultures, right? Maybe it doesn't fit into the box of maybe your children's, maybe your children's doesn't apply very much, right? A lot of the times, maybe it is your husband or your wife, right? It doesn't fit into their boxes, right? And then what do? You release, you let go. You crush your desire, you crush what it is that you want. And every single time that we do that, a little part of us dies. Can you recognize that? Every single time that you do that, a little part of you, like I could cry actually. It makes me so sad. It makes me so sad that we do that to ourselves, right? Every time we reject, we're like, okay, I'm not going to do this because it doesn't fit into what somebody else has, right? As an expectation from me. So I'm not going to do it, right? And in fact, I'm going to surrender because XYZ. Because I talk about this all the time, because my desire to be loved is bigger than anything else. Because when your desire to be loved is bigger and stronger than your desire to step into the fullness of who you are, then you surrender, right? And you're like, okay, let me do something else. And every single time that you do that, it's like your soul shrinks, right? And I'm not saying that other people's opinions that don't matter at all, right? But I'm saying that again, It is your roadmap. It's all our roadmap to healing, right? It's our roadmap to healing. So with all that said, when all of this happens, it's so energetic, right? It is so energetic. It is so energetic, right? Because everything is energy. Whenever somebody says, like somebody, Yolanda say, yes, tighten it around the chest. Yeah, when you feel rejected, tighten it around the chest. If like Ibo says, it feels depressed, so depressed. Yeah, pain and tightness around your heart, says and says your desire, your heart desires are your roadmap, to healing. Yeah. Right. So today, what we're going to do, the fact of the matter is, right, when we gain centeredness, right, in our lives, then we can create our own, like it's all energy. We can create our own love energy here so that we can actually share with others, right? The more, so when I talk about like love, it's actually like desire to be loved by others. It's actually such a human thing, right? It's actually such a natural part of being a human, right? When babies are born, they need to be loved, right? Love actually grows them because it's all energy, right? Love is energy of what? Your fourth energy center, right? But here's the thing, you can create your own energy so that you not only share with others, but also you don't become somebody who is dependent on other people's energy. Because when we are, that is when our will is not strong enough, right? When we are dependent on other people's energy, love energy, right? That is when we, like literally, we don't have enough will because we are addicted to their energy, right? But when we can grow our own, then we're like, oh, okay, even though they may or they may not love me, I'll be okay. I will not die. It makes sense. Even though they may or they may not love me, that's okay. I can decide to step into the fullness of who I am anyways, right? I understand that maybe not everybody is able to love me right now, which is so normal, right? But it's okay. I don't need to be loved by everybody. I can create my own love energy, right? And the reason why a lot of the times it's hard for us, it's because we have had what I said earlier, when you feel rejected, right? When somebody hurts you, it leaves heavy energy in your chest. And the more it piles up, right? The more that heavy energy accumulates, the more it creates a disconnect between you and yourself first, and then between you and others, right? And the more that the disconnect like really deepens, the more that disconnect deepens, the more you become really like hanging on to other people's love for you. It makes sense? It makes sense? Yeah. But when we can open here, right? When we can release here, when we can create our own energy here and amplify it, then you radiate that into the world. Then actually what I notice is that the more you grow this energy, your energy of the chest, right? We're going to experience that today. The more you grow this energy of your chest, the more people actually flock to you. The more people, because it's all energy, it's all light, right? Everybody in the world, you, me, everybody aspires to go back to light. Everybody aspires to go back to light, right? To feel light, right? And so the more you grow your own light, naturally, right? People want to be around you. People want to actually have some of your energy. Why? Because naturally you become healing to other people. But when your energy is dark, right? Because of pain, because of hurt, right? Then you shrink, you become darker and darker and darker. Not in a bad way, right? It's just your energy is less and less, you shrink, right? And when that happens, that's when you really rely on, because then you become the person that wants to suck energy from other people. Why? Because your energy is weak. Why? Because your energy is weak. Yeah. And says it's like what you've used as a mantra before. Even if it happens, I can still guide myself through it. Yes. Even if it happens, I can still guide myself through it. Yeah. So that's the deal, right? That's the deal. So what am I going to guide you through today? Right. So what I thought about guiding you through this is actually a very, very powerful exercise. Hi Beth, how are you? British Columbia, yeah. British Columbia. What I thought about guiding you through today is to find some relief and to find some healing from maybe some past hurt or some past something that has been hanging around here. It's time to release, right? It is time to release, right? Sometimes we may not even know, but here's what I'm going to ask you right now. Hi, Sabra in Paris. Oh, I have people from all over the world. Yeah, thank you for joining us, right? So here's what I'm going to ask you right now, right? This session is going to be reflective, right? This is not just, just chit chat. I want us to have a ton of healing from this, right? So please be present for this. The question for you here now is, when you think back, right? Let's really settle our energy now, right? Sit comfortably and then think about it. When you think about it, if I say now, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who comes to mind first, right? You may share or you may not share, it's all good. Most important is that you yourself become really aware, right? Who hurt you? The first person that comes to mind, or the first few people that come to mind, who hurt you? Or who rejected you? Feel it in your body. Feel it with every single fiber of your body, every single cell. Please don't try to avoid. And now from here, yeah. Okay, Eileen says her Xbox, yeah. Thank you for sharing, yeah. All right, so now you know who hurt you. Now we're going to first start with activating, right? I've shared before how it's really all about the brain and how our brain registers stuff and memorizing stuff. So what we're going, and it's really about layers of the brain. What we're going to do now is activate the part of the brain where you can feel actually your true being, right? And we're going to do that by tapping your lower abdomen 2 inches below your belly button first. 2 inches below your belly button. Here is my belly button. Here is 2 inches below my belly button right here. Make a fist and then just simply tap, right? If you are pregnant, please do not tap your lower abdomen. You can tap your chest, right? But if you're not pregnant and you're healthy, tap your lower abdomen. If you're sitting down, make sure that your feet are firmly grounded flat on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Do not lean on a chair if you're sitting down. Just have a straight spine. And as you have your straight spine, your eye gaze looking downward. And then slowly move your head side to side. Exhaling out through your mouth. Exhaling out through your mouth. And keep going. Go your own rhythm. Keep exhaling out through your mouth. Warm up your abdomen. Feel your whole body starting to relax. Your mind starting to clear up. Keep exhaling out through your mouth.
Vamos, nena, ya no te escondas más. Sigue el ritmo de tu corazón, tienes que seguir sus latidos. Escúchame, baby.
Keep
Dice
exhaling out
así,
through your mouth.
enciende tu motor. No es una noche más. Hoy te voy a encontrar bailando. Hoy te voy a encontrar bailando. Hoy te voy a
Your whole bus, relax your shoulders.
Vamos, nena, ya no te escondas más. Sigue el ritmo de tu corazón, tienes que seguir sus latidos. Escúchame, baby.
Keep going deeper and
Dice así,
deeper.
enciende tu motor. No es una noche más. Hoy te voy a encontrar bailando. Hoy te voy a encontrar bailando. Hoy te voy a encontrar bailando. Hoy te voy a encontrar.
Relax. Keep relaxing your shoulders.
Escúchame, baby. Dice así, bailando.
Your whole body becomes more and more relaxed. And slowly, slowly, slowly turn. Now, thinking about the person or the people who hurt you. Bring now your attention to your chest. And then inhale deeply, tapping with your fingertips. And exhale out through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, chest. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Whew. Inhale deeply into your chest. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale in fresh oxygen into your chest. Exhale out the heavy emotions, the heavy energy created by the hurt. Then, as you keep tapping, say, I choose to forgive you. Bring the person into your mind's eye, and say to yourself, and say to the person, I choose to forgive you. 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 Keep exhaling heavy energy out. I choose to forgive you. I choose to forgive you. I choose to forgive you. Sometimes it may be yourself. Then you can say, I choose to forgive myself. I choose to forgive you. I choose to forgive you. I choose to forgive you. And then when you feel ready, you can say, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I forgive you. 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 Please forgive me. Please keep going. I forgive you. Please forgive me. 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 Then next, by us feeling resentment, by us feeling angry, we have created a separation between us and ourselves and our true being. And so now please call your own name. You can say your own name out loud, or you can say it in your mind and say, please forgive me. Please forgive me for letting my emotions create a rift between you and I. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Thank you so much for always being there. I love you. And slowly stop. Then bring your hands facing your chest without touching. Make about 2-3 inches space between your hands and your chest. Feel the energy exchange between your hands and your chest. You may feel like tingling sensation. You may feel like vibration. You may feel like magnetic sensation. Slightly move your hands back and forth. Feel your chest becoming lighter and lighter. I forgive you. Please forgive me. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Feel your energy expanding from your chest to your shoulders, to every single corner of your body. Your energy fields start becoming brighter and brighter. Your heart's energy purifies. Your unconditional love is restored. Now, keep focusing on your chest. And on the count of 3, I'm going to send energy into your chest. 1, 2, 3, receive. Now bring your hands touching your chest. Take a deep breath in and exhale out through your mouth. Inhale deeply into your chest and exhale out through your mouth. Last time, inhale and exhale. Now sweep your chest, sweep your arms, and slowly return. How do you feel? How is your experience? How was your experience? Can you please share with me? Ben said emotional little cry. Sarah says feeling of peace. Yes. Anne says I felt very emotional. I felt my mom's presence holding my shoulders and saying, I'm proud of you for healing. Katina says, relaxing and calming. Yes. Hey, Christine. Lighter and clearer. Yeah. So, yeah, it made me cry a lot. For healing our heart's energy. Alright, so now, what I notice is that when we have heavy energy, when we have heavy emotions like that, a lot of the times without us knowing, it actually really stop us, right? Actually, how do we not know that it actually comes? It really blocks us from expressing us fully, right? Oh, piano very loud. Okay, you can hear me very loud. Okay, let me see what I can do about that. How about now? Better? Better? Yeah. Or maybe I'll just turn it off altogether. I'll turn the music off already. Emotional and calming, right? Thanks, Ivy. Hi, Ivy. Yeah. All right. So the fact of the matter, great music level now. Thank you. Right. Thank you. We are figuring this out. Right? We are figuring this whole music and the Hesa. Great. Okay, perfect. So we'll keep this level from here moving forward. Much better. Ibo feels much better. Overwhelming emotion, crying, but now I feel a lightness in my chest. I feel refreshed and renewed. Loving myself. Thank you so much. Okay. How do you feel about your ex-boss now? Eileen? Yeah. All right. So the fact of the matter is, this has been my experience, is that we all have the power to create all the realities that we want to create ourselves for ourselves, regardless of our past, regardless of what happened yesterday, regardless of what happened in our childhood, right? And like I said earlier, our desires, right? I think this is like one of my favorite sentences now, right? I heard it in a different way, but I put it in this way for myself. Our desires are our roadmap for our healing, right? Whatever it is that our heart really feels, that it wants to create for ourselves, right? If we follow that, for sure, it'll bring a ton of healing into your life. This is what happened for me when I had a deep desire to create this, whole like Tehsa said, I want to create an online business where I share about energy and I share about business growth and I want to share like everything that I know, everything that has gotten me where I am. At first, it was scary like crazy, right? And at first, I just wanted to listen to what everybody else had to say about it and follow what everybody thought, right, about it. Nobody actually can know what you really want in addition, like besides you. Only you, right? But because we are so scared of rejection, we are so scared of being heard, we don't follow that. We want to ask everybody else's their opinion. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think I should do? When the answer is always within. The answer is always within, and sometimes it can be scary like hell. But if you follow that, it will be your roadmap to your healing. So much healing has happened in my life because of this, right? There's no, like I'm so grateful for my teacher for like bringing a lot of healing into my life and stuff like that. But, you know, and like so grateful that like every day I thank him for having brought so much healing in my life. And even he says this, there's a certain level of healing that nobody can give you, that you actually have to create for yourself, right? We can receive from other healers, but at the end of the day, it is by following our true heart's desires or calling that a ton of healing, more healing. I could not, like what I have created, like healing from my teacher, healing from my mentors has been a good foundation. Great, oh, such a strong foundation for me to be able to step into the world and do this and bring more healing into myself, right? Otherwise, I don't even know if that makes sense. Yeah. And so, all that to say, there's nothing you cannot create. I think all of us know that now. What it takes is really um, becoming masters of our emotions. Like really, like this is one of the things, becoming masters of our emotion, following that roadmap, right? Because our true self, that inner being, is always there, right? It's always, 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 always guiding us, right? Number one is we have to choose, actually. We have to decide. We have to decide. We have to decide. Yeah. So on that note, what's happening in the next few days here? Be on the lookout, and I've had so many requests for this because you guys, everybody knows, and there are a lot of ladies here that are in energy immersion circle, and there are some of you who have asked, like, who weren't ready to necessarily go full into a 6-month program with me. And so what I decided to do, right, I decided to create this whole masterclass, which I am calling energetically magnetic, right? And I'm sharing all the principles that I have utilized, right? I'm sharing it all. I'm sharing like the mindset part, the mind shift part, like the mind healing part that needed to happen before I could allow this. And then, of course, I shared the energetic part, right? The energetic part of, like accumulating energy, like expanding, becoming magnetic, and all that. And I'm doing that in the master class. It is coming up very soon. I think it's coming out the last weekend of this month. Last weekend of this month. I don't have all the details about it yet, but I'm sharing that with you here so that you are on the lookout. The reason why I did this is that I know not everybody has the same purchasing power, but I know this is going to be just as powerful. The only difference really will be that I'm sharing all this with you, and then the rest you have to do on your own, right? But you'll have access to the replay. You'll have it, like you'll have forever access to it, and then you can practice as long as you want, right? I'll share more about that very soon. But right now, what's happening is, how I shared earlier, something happened to my camera. I don't know what happened to my camera. You know how I showed earlier? What happened? What the hell happened to my camera? It's messing up. Ibo says now I'm crying. Oh, yeah, it's coming up soon, and I'm making it accessible to most people. Especially if you sign up early bird, it's going to be very accessible to most. And yeah, be on the lookout. If you're on my email list, I'll be sharing that. I'll be sharing that with you via email. If you're on my Facebook book group, I'll be sharing that in my Facebook group. And if you are here also, I'll be sharing that. But right now, what's happening is, right, the other thing that I'm doing, and if you're in my Facebook group, you already know this. Godwin says lots of years since we started tapping the chest and confessing, but I feel calm and accepting now. Yes, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So what's happening, and how I shared earlier, how literally me showing up, me going into the world and starting to share literally all I did is share my own experiences. That's it, right? There is no like that. That's it. That's all I did is like I experienced something and I'm like, oh my God, when I did this, this is what happened. This is what happened. Everybody needs to know this. Everybody needs to learn all about this, right? And that has made me heal in ways that I could never, ever, 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 ever have imagined. It has made me accept because like it became my ground, like my how do you call this? Like the foundation for my like next level healing, right? It became the foundation for me being in business, me sharing my experience, me being a coach, whatever you want to call it, right? Became the foundation for my next level healing, right? And which is why I'm so excited, right, to share with anybody who is willing and who's like, oh my God, I'm really ready to share my experiences with others. And I'm really ready to get paid for this, right? This is something that I've been talking about in my Facebook group in the past few days. I have something happening, right? I am calling it In Your Magnificence, right? It's In Your Magnificence. And literally, it is another masterclass where I show you all the steps of how you can, even now, right? If you feel like I have created something in my, and it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be something as, like I was sharing in my, with the ladies in my group recently, and I say, most people who come to me, they come to me because they feel like, oh my God, I feel so anxious. I don't want to feel anxious anymore. Or, oh my God, this is happening in my family. I really don't want to, and because I have had anxiety in my life, right? Because I was the queen of anxiety, and running all over the place like headless chicken and stuff like that. And I have literally, that just through changing my energy, shifted everything. And I have seen other people, just by me sharing just a few things with them, and it changed their anxiety and blah blah blah, right? And for me, it makes me. I was telling one of my clients yesterday. I feel like my heart feels so full, right? I feel like I'm here on earth and I have done something right, right? That even if I die today, I have done something okay. I have done something okay. And that has been so fulfilling to me. And so I'm sharing with others who are like, ground of being, yes, ground of being too, yeah, who are like, maybe you've already been thinking that, oh, I would really really like to share my awakenings with others, but I don't know how to do it effectively, right? I don't know how to do it in a way that I can make money. Actually, I don't know how to do it in a way that I can actually grow, so that it's not something that I'm just starting today and then tomorrow it's gone. And I know there are lots of beginners, and this is specifically for beginners, or for, even if you've been doing this and you feel like you haven't reached like maybe the 3K months or the 5K months in your business yet. This is specifically for you, right? This is specifically for you. And what I'm sharing in there is, I've talked about, like, there's only three things that come into play, right? Growing your audience, nurturing your audience, taking care of your people, like I call it, right? And selling, right? And how to do that in a way that feels so in alignment with you, right? How to do that in a way that makes your heart actually, oh, sing, in a way that makes your, like, so there's so much excitement for you, right? Because like I say all the time, selling is love. Selling is love. And I used to have such a hard time with that. And now I don't anymore at all. And I want to share that with you. If you're somebody who feels like, oh, I'm ready for this, right? And I'll show you exactly how to grow your audience, to get the work that you do in front of thousands of people for free, right? For free, without having to pay for ads, without having to do any of that. How you can do that in today's social media environment? You can do that. I just did that again yesterday, right? Within just maybe 12 hours, I created a post which now has reached like more than 3,000 people, right? And how to actually utilize that, not so that it is. Anne is in the masterclass already. Yes, I'm looking forward to that too. Yeah, I've had quite a few beautiful souls already signed up for the masterclass. How to show up, right? How to actually make it so that it's not just people viewing your content, but how to turn that into people buying your products, how to turn that into people buying your services, so that you can bring healing into their lives, so that you can have more healing for yourself also, right? What else am I sharing? Oh, the other thing I'm sharing in there is the mindset part, which is everything, right? Which is so everything, right? It's like a lot of beliefs that had to change for me to be able to, like, effortlessly, right? It's everything, right? You could be doing the same strategies as other people, but if your mindset, right, mind belief, right, or things like, okay, people don't want to invest in the businesses, or people don't want to invest in the transformation, if those are the things that you believe, then of course you don't attract the paying clients. But if you believe otherwise, then of course, right, when you show up, you attract all these people who are ready to work with you. That's what I have applied, right? Now I have so many clients in my, like, in so many different programs. And you wondering, Hessa, you talking about all this, What is this masterclass? This masterclass is happening on June the 20. Somebody remind me. June the 22nd, live with all the ladies who will be in there, and it's happening at 12 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. New York time, and it's going to be a 2-hour masterclass, and plus Q&A if there's any Q&A, of course, and which I'm sure there will be a lot of questions. And I'm here, and I'm glad, and I'm simplifying this, especially for beginners. I am April 22nd. I'm simplifying this so that you're like, okay, this is not so complicated. Anybody can do this, right? Technology savvy, not technology savvy, anybody can do this in today's environment. And for me, making it fun, right? All right. For me, making it fun, right? Like for me, like growing my business is so much fun. Doing the work, it's so much fun. Of course, I encounter challenges. That's where growth comes in, right? But how to make it the most fun for you, right? How to make it so that you can actually make your business align with your core values, right? For me, for example, even though I have this business and I show up online, right? If you follow me online, you're like, Dehesa, it seems like you're everywhere all the time, right? But in reality, I don't spend that much time. In reality, I don't spend that much. I just organize very well, right? Because why? Because I like doing things like going hiking with my friends, going biking with my friend, right? I like things like hanging out with my husband and stuff like that. And so I want to simplify it for you. And I'm making it very accessible. This month is all about making it accessible for everybody. The early bird pricing for this is $67.97, right? It is going to go up to $197 after early bird is over, right? So, any questions? Any question? And I'm so excited, right? Every time I get a notification from the ladies who are joining, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait, right? I can't wait to see what you do with this. I can't wait to see the transformation that you bring into your own life from applying what I'm going to share with you in here. It is so simple. It is so simple. Yeah. So I'm going to share the links with you before I go. Does anybody have a question? Ibo say, yeah, thank you, Dehesa. We love you. It's really appreciated. Oh, I love you too. I love you too. Yeah. Thank you. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to share the link for you. I'm calling it In Your Magnificence. Why do I call it In Your Magnificence? It's really about embracing your magnificence, right? Because you are already magnificent, of course, right? But you are going to, again, like I said earlier, being in service, growing your business is going to bring a certain, like you feeling a certain magnitude of your magnificence. Hesa is losing it today. But you know what I mean. I'm looking for the link. You think the Hesa should have the link ready all the time, right? No. No. All right, here it is. I have it for you. So it never has to be icky. It never has to be, that's what I love about what I do is that it doesn't have to be marketing the old way where you're pushing people, you hunting people. That I don't actually do any of that at all, right? I used to be like before in the past, I was told you have to follow up with clients follow up all the time. I actually, unless the person and I have an agreement, oh yes, okay, I'm going to check in, or please let me know, or unless we have that, I do not hunt people down. I do, I don't know, chase people down. Not anymore. I used to do that in the past, right? I used to do that in the past. And what I have learned is that anything you believe in, you can actually create, right? Any strategy, you get to design it whichever way you want to. And I'm sharing all that. I'm sharing the how. I'm sharing the how with you in this masterclass. Again, it's happening on the 22nd. It's happening on the 22nd. If you don't have any question, I am so glad you're feeling optimistic. Oh, my mission here is accomplished, right? my mission here is accomplished, right? So I'm sharing. Oh, also the other thing that I didn't. When you go on the website on the link, you'll see this. I broke it down. Literally, I sat down and I said to myself, Tehessa, if you were new today, if today was the day that you were just starting out coaching, what are the things that you will do that you know for sure will work? And I broke that down, right? I literally broke that down. And I'm like, I know if I do this, for sure, within 3 months, I can have at least $3,000 into return. So that's why I wrote on the sales page, I'll literally break down to you all the things that you need to be doing, like how to spend your day, like how to spend, like what you do every day. It's not that everybody has to be blah, 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 like you. It's not that, like that. I have to take action, right? But you have to take the right action, right? With the right energy, with the right mindset, right? So how you can't access the link? That's strange. Okay, let me see again. What is happening? Why can anybody access the link? Really? That's weird. Don't phone. Yeah, because I can access it on my computer. Okay. Yeah. Maybe try. Maybe can anybody else access the? I think other people have been. Of course, people have accessed it. Many ladies have already joined. I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, that's strange. That is strange. What else was I saying? What else was I saying? All right. So, any questions before we go? Yeah, I'm able to access it. Can anybody else test? Try and let me know whether or not you can access the link. But I don't know. I can know if there's a problem. I've actually been able to access it from my phone too without any problem. Right? So that's what's happening. And I broke it down so that literally it says here, share your growth, share your experience, and start making 3K and to 5K in the next 90 days, right? 90 days. You have to want this. You have to have decided, yes, I'm ready to share my growth and experiences with others. I'm ready to bring some of my insight into other people's lives, and I'm ready to do what it takes for me. And I know I can do this, and I'm ready to do this. Then check out the page, and if that actually resonates with you, if that inspires you, if that gets you excited, then really second link worked. That's interesting. It's the same exact link. If that interests you, then I cannot wait to see you live. To see you live on the masterclass time, on the masterclass day. Okay. All right, so that's it. These are the same principles that I have utilized to start attracting 5-figure clients, like literally in my business, who pay cash, who pay in full in my business. So I'm sharing the foundation with you here, and I know you can do it if you decide that you want to do it. All right. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for being here with me and for us sharing our hearts together. I cannot wait to see you soon. The class is, Ivy's already in the class. The class starts at 12 p.m. New York time, 12 p.m. New York time on April the 22nd. And it's going to be a 2-hour masterclass. It's going to be a 2-hour masterclass and plus Q&A, right? I think that's all I wanted to say about this. Yeah. And okay, the other thing I wanted to add is you will have lifetime access to the recording, right? Some people are like, maybe I'm busy that day and I cannot make it live. That is completely okay. If you have any questions about it, you can always ask ahead of time. And then I will record anything that needs to be recorded, answering your questions in the recording. And then you'll have lifetime access to the to the replay, to the replay. All right, everybody, it's 11:05. I gave myself 1 hour for this YouTube live, and it's 1 hour 5. And if you know me, you know I did well with time today. All right, have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you again next Sunday. You're welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me, Ivy, and everybody. I'll see you here next Sunday, same place, same time, for our regular healing, for allowing with ease in your life. Bye. Bye, everybody.